Thanks, Smy.
Yeah, I'm about the same, I think. Yeah. Bigfoot's Bigfoot.
Yeah, but in your country, has anybody ever said that they've ever seen a Bigfoot in your country?
Not that I know of.
Huh. Okay. That's weird. Like I
Uh,
said, because almost everywhere somebody's seen somebody Bigfoot.
Only Bigfoot
But
I've seen is Haynes Bigfoot.
well, he said he was Bigfoot, so you know, uh, uh, he might just be. That's what I told him the other night when we were on the air. He says I got a Bigfoot, and I said I got a big toe and it's swollen. Does that count? I mean, uh,
No, they don't
it,
count.
if hands is Bigfoot, then I'm gonna run because he is tall and big. There you go. Yeah, they released hands back into the people, into the normal people area. Like, well, I guess we're not normal, are we, Smile? But yeah, into the society to give him the opportunity to learn, so he can come back and tell people stuff.
That is true. We need to bring our Bigfoot onto the radio, run man, and talk to him.
Well, they got a different language.
Why don't you bring Jill in? Get Jill to talk about Bigfoot and what she
I
believes.
don't. I think she's sort of hiding. She's just listening. Same with when I just told the other gal. I said we're live on the air, and over there, Tinker or whatever, and I think that she's just being shy and don't want to come in, and maybe a little nervous. I had her pretty freaked out last night. You know, Jeff was telling her how good I was at this finding stuff on paranormal stuff. Oh, she's waiting for her Bigfoot to call her back. So they must be using the what do you call those Roddy knockers? You ever heard of that, Smither?
What was that?
A Roddy knocker.
Nope, I never heard of that. What is it?
It's when you take a stick. That's how they communicate, and they beat it on a tree, and they knock them. So that she's waiting for Mister Hands to start taking a stick and nail it on a tree so they can talk.
I see. That could be handy on the old battlefield. Anyway, come on down to www.justplainweird.webs.com and come on to the radio and give us a call. Or on the front page of the website, there's a wee chat there. You can ask us some questions and we'll try and answer them.
Yeah, like I said, it's rough, because a lot of people are at work, and there's a lot of people sitting on Facebook. Like I said, I can see on my list that are just sort of, I don't know what they're doing.
We have a new chatter in the room, Ron.
In the actual chat room. No. Hey, Babs, welcome in. Babs is in there.
Yeah, she's just come in. You got any questions, Babs, you would like to ask?
I'll let Smither answer them for you once.
I'll answer
once
them.
Yeah.
We'll get Ron the Bigfoot over there to answer them.
Okay, I'm gonna invite somebody in and finally get him in here. So here we go. This is Kim. I'm gonna let her tell her story here, and we're gonna get her in here. So here we go. Let's see if she takes the call. Are you there, Kim? Are you there, Kim?
Hold on, guys.
All right, I'm holding on to the limb here. Anyways, we she got quite the story here, so this should be good. Maybe someone can help her out other than me. Anyways, the caller is a friend of mine and needs help last night. Sort of explain things, and I was trying to help her. Maybe you guys can help her a little bit better.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Anyway, welcome in, Kim.
You're welcome in, Kim.
Thank you. Oh, there you go.
How you doing today?
Tired.
Did you have any? Well, let me put it this way. Last night, me and Kim here were talking, and she was having some problem with some ghosts, and so she showed me some pictures, and I was amazed. I've seen a lot of pictures, and it's very rare to get those kind of pictures. But I tried to help her out and saying what to do. So why don't you just tell the story of what's going on here a little bit, so all the audience exactly knows what I'm talking about. Kim.
My camera's not working. Okay, I have some kind of ghost or something in my house. I have 8 of them, and they're not screwing with anything. I took certain pictures, and it kind of spooked me.
Right. When I seen those pictures, like I said, that blew me away. I wasn't trying to scare you. It's just I haven't seen pictures like that for a long time.
Well, can I call you? Is it okay if I call you right back and get my cam started so I can show the pictures to everybody? Because my camera is not working for some reason.
Oh, no, that's Skype. They can't hear you anyways.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they can't see your pictures. They can hear you.
Okay.
Because it's on the website. But maybe you can, after we do this, maybe if there's some way you can upload them to Facebook somehow, we can take them and then put them on the.
Yes, I can.
Just plain weird site, or you can actually upload them yourself once you're a member of just plain weird website.
Okay.
So you can just upload them there, and everybody can hear the story, and then they can go back and comment on your pictures. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
So how long ago? You said that it didn't start happening until what is it? Your daughter moved in or something?
Visited, yes.
Yes, sir. I don't know if it's still.
Okay. And what all has happened? It's just not orbs and stuff like that. So what exactly has happened?
Okay, there's orbs, there's dark pictures, there's dark shadows, there's and this is not normal. I live in a apartment complex, and it's not normal. And
Right.
it kind of spooked my husband and I, because we didn't know what it was, why it's here. My sister died a couple years ago in her apartment 2 doors down from me. We don't know if it's her. I mean, I've been told it's her, but I can't tell everybody for positive if it was her or not. But when I did it the other night, I sent it to Facebook the other night, and somebody told me, 2 other people told me, yes, it's her. She's there because of unfinished business. And they're saying that, it's nothing dangerous. Don't panic. She's letting you know that she's there. She's letting you know that she's ready to be let go.
But okay, let me say something here real quick. So, but the thing is, the pictures that you took actually had 6. You say there's 9 in 9 different.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Right. So it's not just your mother that's in there with you. You have 8 other people that are roaming around your home.
Correct.
And those are the ones that you have to sort of say, hey, who are all these people?
Right. Correct.
So
I just posted them to Facebook just now.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I have you in there. Yeah, like I said, we will put those pictures up on the radio station for y'all to look at. Actually, if you could do that when you get time, just go to Just Plain Weird Radio and add that photo of that picture that you showed me last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're there now. On my Facebook, they're there now.
Okay. You guys and gals want to check that out on Just Plain Weird Radio. Come over here and check it out, and you can look at the pictures, and then you can go to the actual website and go in there and do that too. And like I said, or if you have any experiences like she's having, we would love to hear from you. Because if somebody else is having problems and they don't have nobody to talk to about it, then it's safe with us. Other than going across the air, and they're not going to know who you are. So to me, it don't matter because I'm into this stuff. So, so what's your plans on what did they tell you what to do? I mean, to sort of, you just going to leave them there and not worry about it, or are you going to actually try to clean them out?
No, I'm going to try and clean them out. I'm going to I'm going to go buy some sage if I can afford it, because I'm not sure how much it costs. And I'm going to, I've already put 2 candles out today, and so far, nothing has happened except for one of my dishes or one of my pictures came off the wall.
Right. See, but the thing is they don't tell you this. When you start saging and you start doing things, and they know you're there, they know you're trying to get them out of there. There's been incidences where I watch a lot of stuff on this, and there's been instances where they'll leave, but it'll be good for like a month, and then it'll come back twice as hard.
Right.
So what do you do? What are you going to do after that if it comes back twice as hard as what it started out to be?
I'm going to go to going to find out what land this apartment complex is on, and when it was built and everything, figure out where they're coming from.
Right. Okay. What do we got here?
Go to my local library.
Oh wow, what a nick. Anyways.
Yeah, I just removed it.
I don't know exactly what that's about. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat here. We have a chat room over here at justplainradio.webs.com, and I'm not gonna repronounce that one.
It's www.justplainweird.webs.com. That's where we are. Come chat.
That's a weird nick, Mr. Smither. Did you see the one that just came in the room?
Hello,
Yeah.
Mr. Smither.
Hey, Kim. How you doing?
Good. How are you, sweet?
Good, thanks.
You got any questions for her?
Here's what I have.
Smither?
Do I have any questions?
Yeah, for her what she's having problems with.
How does that
No.
have anything to do with that?
Smither, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Do you have any questions for me? And
I'm just trying to think of something.
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
While he's thinking of a question, so once you go and do this on suggestions of anybody else got any suggestions for her to help her get rid of these ghosts in her home, just in case they come back, go ahead and post it, and we'll see what we're gonna have. I'm working on getting a live psychic on the show, and if I do that, I'd really like to have you come in here, Kim, and do a reading or something and find out what this is all about.
I would love you to do that, actually.
Yeah. I will try to. I'm trying to get them to do it. Unfortunately, the psychics that I've talked to so far, they all want money. So, they all want money, and it's very unfortunate, that it's all come down to that, to be able to have a power. They should help people, like yourself, which they might. I'm not putting no negativity towards them. They can do what they want, but hopefully I can get one in here, and with your situation, I think you really need a psychic or somebody that can read what's going on in your home.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, I agree as well.
I mean, you know, you got. She showed a picture last night. She wants to post that when she can too. But her cat's laying there, and this dark entity is like right up against her cat, and I'm like, wow, you know, they know that animals can see them. So I said, you know, you got to be really careful with that. I've heard some really bad stories about animals.
I don't have to go through those. Because we said it'll take him probably until February or March to have all set. So if he doesn't go and get it, then I can just keep the game that he just said most likely. So
Is
I can
husband?
keep the game that I bought.
Yeah.
Save some money and catch up on it.
She must be talking to her husband.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
That's okay. That's okay. Is there anything you want to add? I mean, to
If you guys have any questions, please leave me a message on Facebook, which is Kim D. Chandler. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, I'd love to answer them. And if anybody sees my pictures on Facebook as well as Kim D. Chandler, you can go on my Facebook. And I've already uploaded the pictures to my Facebook.
all right, you got that information, guys and gals. You know, since you know that's what I try to do. But if you can't find it there, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be just playing Word Radio here and posting a couple pictures too, right?
Yes.
And then you can comment on there, and then she can see it there too, if you can't find her on Facebook.
Or you guys could go ahead and Skype me if you want. If you guys have any questions, you guys could always Skype me, which is kim.king58.
Or if you got any questions right now and you don't want to be live on the air or nothing like that, you can just come over here into the chat and you can come in here and check it out and ask your question. And I'll
Just weird. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Can you send me that link to that chat thing?
It's on the website that you was on last night, but I'll send it to you again.
It's in our chat here on Skype. I just placed it there.
Okay.
justplainweird.webs.com.
Do you see that there?
Yes, I see it now. Sorry, just now came in.
Yeah, you just go over there and you can become a member. You can put videos. You can put post discussions. If you want to make a discussion out of this, maybe you know everybody that comes to the radio can come going around, look around the site, and put their discussions in. So did you actually find out like how much? I never looked to see, but how much does this sage stuff cost? Is it pretty spendy?
As I don't know, that's why I said I have to go to a store or call a couple of them and find out how much they are.
Right. Now, there's supposedly, you know, I found this out a little bit later on, not last night, but today. There's some sort of chant thing you're supposed to do. I found it on YouTube, and I'll try to get that to you too.
Okay.
So that you can chant the words or something. I don't know. You know, like I said, there's so many discussions where people say they know everything. And my thing is, you know, this is just out of me. I don't understand how somebody would know unless they're past. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And unless they got rid of something that way themselves, maybe that would explain it. But I don't understand how you actually know that it actually works. You go to somebody's house, you sage it for them, like these ghost places. They take off, and then you know, if they don't contact them back, how do they know it worked? Right?
Exactly.
Now, you say you live in an apartment complex, right?
Correct.
Do you have like a long hallway like in there? Is it just like a real short, like sort of jog to you know, to your apartment?
Just a real short.
Because and does it have lights like for nighttime and stuff, like for your walking and stuff, like to your apartment?
No.
So it's black.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, you know, you might want to go outside your apartment and like just around it, sort of on the outside. Take some pictures and see if you're getting the same images you're getting inside your house.
Okay.
Because, maybe, like I said, maybe they're coming from outside in, and they're just passing through as they're coming in, and they're not just staying in your apartment. It could be coming through that whole apartment complex.
Correct.
But I would definitely go to the library and find out when the building was made and what all was on that before that building was put up on top of that.
That's what I plan on doing.
Because I've heard of stories myself where they put parking lots over grave sites. Okay. And then they get a bunch of paranormal stuff. And that's because they just took out everybody. They just disrespected, the people that were buried there.
Correct.
Right. So maybe it could have been, something happened really bad and a bunch of people died there, or the ground itself, like I said, can hold energy. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I mean, it kind of got me spooked, and my husband's like, yeah, it's no big deal. You're seeing things, you're hearing things. And I'm like, trust me, there's something here.
Right. And your pictures explain that.
And also, I was told to put a white candle. That means either love or some kind of energy. And I also have an orange candle, and it relieves the tension.
Right.
So candles, or keep talking to her. Like I've been told, keep talking to her saying, hey, I know you're here. It's okay. You can go now. I love you. You always be missed. You always be remembered, no matter what. And I will find out who these other ones are.
See, this is the problem though. Like what I have over here, I have the same situation as you. My wife's not a big believer. She won't know nothing about it really. And so, I'm the wacko. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what my husband thinks. I'm
right
out there.
And it's because she hasn't really experienced anything. And I know for a fact that I've actually talked to the person that is in my room, and he ain't leaving, and that's what I was going to tell you. He says you'll never find me. You can try to get rid of me, whatever. So if you have an unrested spirit that's in there that don't want to leave. And like with myself, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna leave. You might not have that choice.
Right.
There's been a lot of houses where people move out because they can't get rid of them.
Right.
So like I said, for myself, you got to put up with it.
Exactly. And I have a feeling I know it's her, and this is partly, I'm gonna be truthful since I'm live on the radio. I'm gonna be truthful. Half of this is my fault.
And how
I
have
not let her go yet. Because I wanted to keep her here.
Right.
But now I know it's time for her to go.
Right. And when you hold that in and you make it to where you don't want that person to go and stuff, that holds a really big energy. It's almost like the situation with what's going on at my house and stuff, where somebody like the last person to live in my house did the same thing. He said, you're never going to leave, blah blah blah. He was a Russian guy, really weird, awful guy, I guess. I was in my living room. This is what happened to me. You're lucky. I was in my living room. I went to pick up the phone. It was about 3:00 in the morning. And somebody slugged me in my stomach. And that was to say, hey, I'm not leaving. See what I'm saying?
Correct.
So you don't want it to get to that point, and if you go through all this and do this and the energy picks up and they get mad, you could have that problem later on, and then you think you're scared now. You know what I mean?
Right. I understand.
So it's just a choice that you have to make. You can have ministers come in and do everything, but there's no guarantee that you'll ever get rid of any of those people, even if, I try to tell them, hey, I have no disrespect, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, cussing me out and hating my guts. So, but like I said, you're probably going to have to try something,
Correct.
I mean, that's just it. I mean, you got a family and you got a pet and
3 of them.
Yeah, and you don't want to go insane, I mean, like me, I'm walking around and I can actually hear them with nothing. I can hear them with my ears, and I can't tell everybody what I'm hearing because everybody think I'm nuts. So I have
exactly.
So I have to be quiet about it. It's like the only people that understand are the people on the paranormal pages on Facebook and psychics and stuff like that. They're the ones, the real true ones, understand. But yeah, like I said, hopefully we haven't had no phone calls in today. A lot of people are really touchy on this stuff. They don't want to be known that, even if they had an experience, they do not want to tell it. They're scared to tell their story, I think. So you still with us, my bro?
Yes, I am here. My laptop just took a dump.
In the door.
Smither.
Oops.
Did you hear that, Babs? Did you hear that? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say that's weird. I'm just going to say that's that. Oh my gosh.
That's weird.
Like right now, just weird. I can feel her on my shoulder.
Okay. And can like when you feel somebody touching you or something like that on your shoulder, does it can you get any responses? Like you can almost like hear her saying something, or is it just you can feel that?
No, I can hear her saying, because I have really bad anxiety. So right now she's saying, "Baby, baby, breathe. You're okay." That's what I can hear right now.
Okay. So
she always called me baby. That was her nickname for me.
So you can actually, when she's around you can actually hear what she's saying too.
Yes, I can.
And is it like a whisper or is it like in your mind?
It's a whisper.
Okay. Because there's different ways people do different things. Like I said, I have to have white noise to be able to hear something or some sort of wind blowing or something. But yourself, like I said, there's a lot of psychics out there that can, just pick up on stuff, close their eyes and walk around and see things. And I don't have that ability.
I wish you would. I wish you had that ability.
Well, I can look at people and get a sense. It's like somebody comes and knocks on your door and you sort of get a sense if they're good or bad. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Right. It's the same thing as when you have an entity next to you. When you get the hair standing up on your, arm, it's like
correct.
That's energy around you, or like you get this sick feeling or a smell. Sometimes you get a real bad
smell. A smell. Yes.
Yeah. That's.
And also, my husband just happened to mention that he thinks it's his great grandmother.
Okay. And that reason is?
I don't know if I didn't know the lady real well. We've only been married for 10 years, but I've only met her like 3 times. And she's always called my husband her little Shay Shay.
Okay.
So it could be her. It could be my husband's his grandfather, which they were very close. I mean, very close. They lived together since he's been 2. He lived with his grandparents since he's been 2.
Well, the real way to tell, out of all seriousness, don't use a ghost box. I'm telling you, it's like a Ouija board, and I don't care what anybody says. A ghost box is a Ouija board.
Yep, I kind of figured that out.
You're bringing in a whole bunch of different spirits, and once you use it, you are totally screwed.
Screwed, yeah.
They're not going to tell you that on Ghost Adventures or nothing. They just make it look cool, and then you have problems after using the ghost box.
Correct. I told everybody. They're like, "Oh, you got to see this app. It's so cool." So I go look at. I don't download it, but I go and look at it. It's like, yeah, no.
Right. And the thing is, like you said, the best thing I think for your answers is to have nobody in your house, like I told you last night, and take like a digital recorder or take your laptop with a recording program on it and just hit record and ask it a question, wait for 10 minutes, ask it another question, go to each room, when you do it, find out exactly where it's coming from. And even your husband can do that. Even though he doesn't believe, he just said, well, he must believe a little bit because now he says that his great-grandmother's there.
Right.
So I would do that,
Okay.
I would take and record, because without you knowing, you're going to find out if it's what you're saying it is. It could be another relative. It could be anybody. It really could. A lot of entity, like the Black Shadow thing, everything that I've watched on the Black Shadow thing has always been bad.
Right. Exactly.
And that's why I'm sort of debating on that. I'm like, is it bad or good? You can go out and you can ask every single person online. You can ask them on Facebook. You can ask every single person, psychics and all that. But the only true way you're going to find out is to really do it yourself, because that's bothering you.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, that's just the way I would put it. For myself, I'm the same way. People laugh at me and stuff like that, and they can't hear what I'm hearing. That's the thing. Nobody can. I think it's just a sense, like you said, somebody just came up and talked to you in your ear, but nobody else could hear it except for you.
Correct.
Right, because it was made for you.
Right.
And people can't hear what I'm hearing the whole time. So even if I record it, I'm like, you cannot hear that, and they're like, yeah, I can't make out what it's saying, but I can hear it plain as day.
I can hear her like she's standing right next to me. I can hear it. My husband, like I said, my husband thinks I'm nuts.
It's okay.
But I can hear her.
It's okay. That's what this radio station is about, is just weird stuff, and nobody, I'm not going to make fun of you. Nobody else can make fun of you. And if you're hearing this stuff, it's not because you're, messed up or anything. It's because you're hearing it. So what I would do, if you can actually hear her, you should say, who is this? Just directly come out and say, all right, who is this? And tell me who you are, and see if you can pick up on it that way. It works the same, Unless you're too nervous to do it, but.
Oh no, I'm not nervous at all to do it.
But yeah, like I said, that's the only advice that I can give you. You can call some Ghostbuster guys. You can go online and find them. Tell me and show your pictures to them, and they're probably going to say, they're dust balls, or there's a lot of discussions going on, and everybody's got their own belief, and that's why I said it's just best you find out yourself.
Right.
Oh,
I'm going to.
But anyway, if you got any questions for her, you can come on the radio station right now and you can ask her direct. You come into our chat. It's on justplainweirdradio.webs.com. Chat. If anybody's got any questions for her, if you're having the same problems, want to be discreet, you can use a fake nick and you come in, and as long as it's not, derogatory or mean. I don't want none of that. Like just one of the guys that just came into this chat. Boy. Anyways, so like I said, that's all I can give you on that, Kim. To try to help you out, and I appreciate you coming on here and trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yep, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right, Kim. Thank you very much, and I hope we'll get you back in and maybe find out if anything's changed or anything after you do some saging.
I sure will. I'll let you guys know what happened and how it went.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome. Bye, Mr. Smither. Have a great day.
I will do.